clicking on this video. Today is the second Shred album I'm going to be talking about this month in my Part 4 series of Shred albums. Steve Vai's Passion and Warfare was released in May of 1990. It's an awesome album. He was established, and we already knew who he was because of the previous David Lee Roth albums that he did. So it was cool knowing who he was, and hey, here's a new album. It's 1990, and Steve Vai releases a solo album. One that he was working on for years. Now some people might say that Passion and Warfare is not really a Shred album. You could argue not, but was it effective? Try playing like Steve Vai. It's not that easy. Liberty. It's a cool opener. It's about liberty, I guess. So I think that it's a kind of his own kind of national anthem, kind of a tribute to America. And you know, I keep pointing to my flag right there. It's a flag towel. I have a blanket. I folded up. Anyways, it's a tribute to America and liberty and freedom. And I think it's his own little take on a kind of his own little national anthem. I mean, you got to figure with Yankee Rose, and he's done the national anthem before. This is one similar to. Of course, he did this way before he did the national anthem and everything. Next song, Erotic Nightmares, has a fast groove to it. It's a really cool song. I like it. Number 3, The Animal, has like a shuffle feel. I think it's a cool sounding song. I really like it. I'm just going to leave this in here. Song number 4, Answers, has a good guitar work to it. I really like that song. I like the sound of that one. That's a really good one. The next song, The Riddle. I don't really like that one. It's kind of slow and I don't know. It's not really a good ballad. You know when albums have like 3 or 4 ballads on them or something? There's always like one of them that is the main key ballad off that album, and one of them is just it's a filler kind of. So. So, the next song, Ballerina, 1224. That's kind of a funny one. You have that little beginning, and it has that little baby sound, and that girl singing in Spanish or whatever. I always thought that was kind of funny and cute sounding. It was odd. Ballerina 1224, I'm not sure specifically if that was his Christmas song, if Christmas Eve 1224, maybe it has something totally different. I don't know. I've read the Steve Vai interviews before years ago, and he didn't get too much into detail about the song specifically. You can watch the video of Passion and Warfare, or revisiting Passion and Warfare, and they showed that older footage on there. It just seemed, he seemed kind of like bored in the studio or something. It just didn't seem that exciting and great. And this is a good, exciting, especially when it came out. I mean, we were unaware of Flexible at the time. A lot of fans were. And we heard Flexible within the next year, of course. But this was really exciting to get. And I love the cover. That's For the Love of God, the next song, which is a really great ballad. This is a really cool instrumental piece. It's one of his best pieces. And you notice that because when bands will do like a song live, more often than other songs, it's that song is the kind of the pick hit. Even though there's no music video for it, a lot of people tend to like that song. It's a good, magical, good guitar piece, and it's a beautiful song. The Audience is Listening. Now, The Audience is Listening is a weird one because if you've seen the video before buying this album, he released that video like 2 or 3 weeks before, whatever the heck it was, I can't remember. But I remember watching that video and was thinking, oh, this is kind of odd. I don't want to compare it to Metallica's One, but it had the voicing over the music and had the teacher and yelling at the kids and all this other stuff, and the Steve Vai intro thing, you know, little Stevie Vai. Thomas McLaughlin, which we'll get into him some other time about him and his band. But I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a good video. I liked it. And of course, especially that midsection, I won't put a piece of it in there. I could get a copyright claim for that one maybe, but I'm trying to keep this short. But anyways, that was awesome. And when I got the tape, I was hoping that wasn't going to be on there. Kind of like Metallica did with their video. They're just, oh, let's add it for the video. Nope, it's in the whole dang song. It was irritating at first, but now I kind of like it. You get used to it after a while.
Just go for it!
The next song, I Would Love To. It's another strange, weird one. He says that in between the song, in the midsection, and that's it. Mostly, of course, instrumental, but there's going to be voicings, and there's going to be other little sound effects and all that other stuff in there. I Would Love To was the second video off this album. When I saw that, I didn't mind it. I thought it was kind of a corny video, but it's a pretty good song. This other song, it's not my favorite song off the album, but I Would Love To is pretty good. The next song, Blue Powder. Now, once again, Blue Powder, I have no idea what the heck he's talking about specifically, but unless you just do it in there and make up song titles like I did. But the song is unique. What I really love about this song is this midsection. I'm going to throw a piece of this in here. I love this part. So awesome that was. And then you hear that little splash cymbal. And what I love about that is during a little bit before that year or during that year, I heard a splash cymbal. I was playing drums, and somebody was like, yeah, this is a splash cymbal. And I was listening to, going to music stores and all that other stuff. I heard a splash cymbal, and I thought, oh, hey, I never heard of a splash cymbal on an album before. And that was one of the first songs where I go, oh, yeah, that was a splash cymbal right there. What's a splash cymbal, for those of you who don't know, is a really small cymbal and has a little tss, a quick little sound. It doesn't ring out and it doesn't gong out like, it doesn't have a lot of sustain to it. It's just a little quick hit. You'd have to Google on splash cymbals if you don't know. Check out YouTube videos on it. Getting forward too much into that. The next song is, alright, let me rework this back into the Blue Powder, that midsection. You see how he goes up with the whammy bar? He has the whammy bar compressed down, for those of you who don't know guitar. This is what I believe and I think. He has it compressed down. He's already got the whammy bar down, and then he hits the strings and then he pulls up on it, which gives it that kind of like grumming sound and crescendo, what the heck ever. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's a wicked piece. I love that. Greasy Kid Stuff. This is Greasy Kid Stuff. Mix 12 ground 0 point. This that. He goes on describing exactly how and like what the setup is on Greasy Kid Stuff. I thought that was neat. I didn't get it. I tried to. Oh, back then you couldn't Google or look up anything. But I'm like, oh, I see. He's talking about his settings and stuff. And he just, I guess he just threw that in there because it thought it'd be kind of funny and neat. Yeah, Greasy Kid Stuff. It's kind of a fast, grooving song to an extent. I like it. It's a pretty good song. Next song. Alien Water Kisses. Now, Alien Water Kisses is definitely one of those filler songs where I think he was experimenting in the studio, and he had all these like sound effects, and it just sounds like he was messing around and the tape was going, and he was like, yeah, let me take a little bit of segment of that and slip it in there and just call it Alien Water Kisses. That's what I think he did. That was a really cool one. It's good to hear that, strange, exotic, weird sound that Steve Vai did, and Alien Water Kisses is a perfect example of that. Sisters is a good ballad. I think it's a good song. I like it. I don't think it's the best ballad, but I think it's a good song. Next song, last song, Love Secrets. Love Secrets it's a combination of, I don't want to say Alien Water Kisses or whatever. Maybe it was a part of like what he was messed with, because there's a lot of cool weird sounds on there, and it's a fast one. It almost sounds like he's got a drum machine going and stuff like that, and it has all these other kind of like weird effects and sounds to it. So it's a good song. It's a little bit more of a song than like the Alien Water Kisses, and he has all these like little sound effects in there and stuff like that. Once again, these are instrumentals, so it's hard to take specifically an instrumental and try to understand specifically what the song's about. I mean, you could tell by like Liberty and Sisters, okay, the song is about this. And then of course the audience that's listening is about this. But then sometimes there is those instrumentals, and it has just a really weird abstract song title that it's not really about anything. It's just an instrumental and they slap a title onto it. Thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you think about Steve Vai. I know Steve Vai has a new video, The Hydra, Teeth of Hydra, which is an amazing song. I have a tapestry coming for that. And I'm going to be doing a whole special video about Steve Vai in the near future, maybe June 1st. And for those of you who are like really big Steve Vai fans, you'll know what June 1st is. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. This is, he kind of tried to do his own heaven and hell kind of thing. Kind of the same concept as a heaven and hell, passion and warfare.